Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. First card for today is the Empress. Very nice. This is always a good way to start out with the Empress, right? Let's put some more cards out. The Empress is really a very nurturing energy. Okay, I feel that you're in a place right now where you're trying to enjoy your life a little bit more. I feel that you are trying to really to realize the miracles that you have. Now, the Empress is an energy that the more we put into it, the more we get out of it. All right, the more we contribute to the life, the more we can kind of reap the rewards and we can benefit from it. Okay, I feel like a lot of you also are responsible for taking care of somebody. Embrace divinity. I am loved. I am a loved child of divinity. Reality is a love story written for me. I sit silently and experience the loving embrace from my eternal mother. I store up the words of affirmation of my ageless father, the tender words that spoke my consciousness into existence. Become me. I think that is pretty fitting for our Empress card, right? But there's a Seven of Swords coming too. Let's put that up here. We've got the Death card, we've got a Prince of Cups, we've got a Knight of Swords, Five of Pentacles. We've got a Four of Cups, Three of Cups, another Court card. We've got quite a few Court cards here, with Princess of Swords and the Adjustment card, the Libra energy. I do feel that life has been a little bit unfair as of late, right? I feel like we're trying to sort of restore the balance. I feel with that Empress card that you've been giving. Yeah, that you're taking care of maybe one, maybe several family members, okay? And I think really what we want is we want a little bit of, we want some of the blessings, right? We want some of the miracles. We want to experience that divinity. Yeah. I'll put a couple more cards out here. The Principle. The Principle. Yeah, I feel that there's kind of this feeling of your energy being a little bit taken advantage of. Okay, we've got that Seven of Swords that's crossing our Empress card here, and to me it feels like it's wondering if we're being taken advantage of. It's wondering if there are people in your life that are taking advantage of you, that are treating you unfairly, that are taking you for granted. There might even be a potential that there is some sort of deception going on in your life right now. Okay, and I think in a large part it is you taking care of a lot of people or a particular person. I kind of feel like it's one person, and with the energy that we have around here, I feel that. I kind of feel like you're taking care of a sick family member, and it might be an older person. It might be, I don't know if it's even an older person. It might even be somebody like a spouse or somebody that's your age. But I feel that there's a lot of nurturing going on with somebody that sort of needs, they need something from you. Yeah. And they might be a Scorpio person. This is the Prince of Cups. It's a fixed water energy. Okay, I kind of wonder if someone in your life is stuck, and you're devoting a lot of time and energy to get them unstuck, right? But I feel as if you need some sort of movement in your life too. That all of this help that you're offering to this other person, I'm starting to think it's one person. It's kind of making you feel a little stuck too. And I think that we've just got this fundamental opposition to it. I think just it comes down to, well, principle, right? Comes down to just the kind of the sheer injustice of it, right? Or maybe even a little bit of irony here, right? That we're helping somebody move their energy to get unstuck from their whatever's going on with them, right? But in that process, it feels as if your life has sort of stopped its movement. That makes sense. down here we've got this death card. Death card is slow transformation. It's an evolution that happens very slowly over time. This could really be this feeling within you that it's like a shark, that if you're not moving, you're dying, right? This idea that things have stagnated to the point where you don't really know what the direction forward is, that we just kind of, it's, to me, with the death card and the Seven of Swords, it feels like I don't know where to go. I know I can't stay in this position. I feel like there's been a couple of arguments lately. I feel like somebody is either very suspicious or somebody's been kind of hiding some things, or it feels like there's been some conversations where you walk away saying, they were lying to me. You know, you can kind of tell when somebody's like hiding something or somebody's not being so truthful. But with the Seven of Swords, I don't feel that you have any actual proof of this, but it's kind of like something's funky here, something's fishy. Yeah. But back to the death card here, it's beginning to feel like your paradise, your Empress energy, this capacity to really to love and to grow and to establish your life and to manifest abundance and to reap the rewards of your efforts, kind of feels like all of the crops that you've been growing are kind of dying on the vine. Yeah, that things are sort of decaying and crumbling down around you before you have a chance to go and sample the fruit. You know, we think of like you got an apple tree out there, but you're so occupied with this other obligation that you're watching those apples fall from the tree and just kind of decay and rot in the grass. You know, that you're not able to get out there and enjoy this and reap these rewards. And it feels as if you've been spending a lot of time, maybe even years have gone by, that you've been engaged with this energy, almost to the point where your life is on hold a little bit. Okay? I feel like there is change coming. I feel like the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the Libra energy. So it really is about tipping the scales back to a more equal place. I don't think you're going to the extreme of like, well, I'm cutting everybody off. I'm just going to live for me now, right? No, I think you're just striving for more balance. You want to be able to put in the work in life and enjoy the results of that work, right? Now, some of you might be taking care of a family member. For others, this might be the kind of situation where you're putting in all the work. You're growing all this stuff, but then you're not eating it, right? And it's kind of the, back to the Empress. You know, the Empress, we think it's kind of like a Mother Nature, right? It's kind of the natural, is like agriculture. And so you think of growing crops, we're growing a vegetable garden, right? You're doing all the work in that vegetable garden, but you're not eating any of the tomatoes, any of the, I don't know, strawberries. I know those are both fruits, aren't they? Lettuce, right? I don't know, something like zucchini, green beans. That you're not reaping any of the rewards from all this work that you're doing. This could be something, maybe it's not happening at home. Maybe this is something at work. Maybe you're taking care of something at work or somebody at work, right? That you're doing all of this effort, putting in all of this energy to assist somebody else when you should also be benefiting from that in some way. Maybe you're working on a project. Maybe it's something with your boss, right? Maybe you're doing all the work and your boss is the one kind of taking all the credit. Well, where's your compensation, right? Where's your sort of reward? Where's your kind of, where are the miracles for you, right? You're producing miracles for everybody else, but it leaves you feeling that, in a way, your time is sort of passing you by. Okay. It's a weird card, the Death card here, especially underneath the surface, because it kind of feels as if time has stopped, but at the same time, we know we're still getting older, right? And I think that it really, on the principle of it, it's Something needs to change. The balance needs to be adjusted here. Things need to change, and we're headed towards this Five of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords is kind of saying, like, it doesn't matter what path we take, just so long as things change. So with the Seven of Swords, there are a lot of options. We don't know which one's the right one, right? It's a card that says, I don't really know what the plan is. I just know that I can't stay here. Things cannot stay the same. Okay. The Knight of Swords, I think, is really, to me, it's indicating that there is the arrival of a very clear path forward. Okay. I think that there is going to be a realization of what this Ace of Swords is. And maybe this is the realization that you're going to get some sort of internal proof that somebody was being dishonest, or they were hiding something from you, or they were just outright kind of lying about something or taking advantage of you. And I think the realization intellectually in your mind, having that knowledge, it seems like this is a piece of the puzzle that's coming in that's going to make all these other swords fall away. And you're going to have the Ace of Swords knowing exactly what change needs to take place. Okay? Because then I think your miracles really are endless. Then I think that this Empress energy, your full capabilities, all the effort that you can put into something, now are going to start benefiting you. Right? So those miracles are going to start happening for you. Okay? Because you have the capacity to do it, but you've been doing it for somebody else. So the Five of Pentacles, usually we don't want the 5, right? Usually we see a 5 and we start looking around for the 4. Things are changing. Things are moving around. The weight is being shifted, right? And we start looking for the 4 because we don't want to be in flux the whole time. We don't want everything to sort of be up in the air. We want to get some solid ground underneath our feet. Well, it just so happens over here we've got the 4. It's a 4 of Cups, which tells me that your feelings here, the way that you are sort of emotionally experiencing this situation, you're going to calm down. You're gonna feel a little bit of relief from all of the, like, this is some turmoil, especially when we start to realize that there's something fishy going on, right? It starts to stir up the emotions. We start to get kind of, I don't know if we're getting mad, if we're getting just kind of worried, if we're getting very frustrated, confused, all this thing. At least making these changes in your life, knowing the truth of the situation and making the changes is going to stabilize your emotions. You're going to be able to, calm down. Okay? The 4 of Cups is not joy and success and bliss and abundance, but we're not sinking either, right? It's a seaworthy vessel. It's not sailing anywhere in particular yet, but it's stabilized. Okay, so this is really a good emotional foundation for exactly this kind of celebration and bliss that we want, the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups, for one thing, is the expression, the ability to communicate what your needs and desires are. Okay, and not really saying that you're going to have to communicate those to this other person, if it's your boss or whatever, and that they're going to do something about it. But it's your ability to have that conversation with yourself, to know what kind of love and bliss and joy and abundance and celebration you want, the kind of rewards, the kind of feelings that you want to have in life, that you've been so busy creating for other people. Now it's your turn. You've got to know what that is, right? And this kind of creates a bit of a strategy for getting those, right? For manifesting these miracles in your life. Okay. The 3 of Cups in the position of the environment also shows that you have a strong support system with you. I feel like you have very close friends, very close family members that do want to see you succeed, that do want you to experience love and joy and beauty and bliss, right? And these are the people that are going to be celebrating with you. These are the people that are going to be there to help foster this kind of happiness in your life. Okay? I'm still getting the feeling that there is a family member, and maybe it is an older, maybe it is a kind of a mom energy, but I feel like you're taking care of someone in your family. All right? And at the same time, there could be this other thing going on at work. It feels like there's kind of a lot, right? And maybe it's the feeling that your energy, your sort of Empress energy is scattered in a lot of different places, that there's really not enough left for you, for your, there's not even enough left for your healing and your stability and your recuperation, let alone for your joy and your excitement and your bliss above and beyond that. Right? So you've got to try to get back to the bare minimum of self-care before you can get to the really wild and crazy success and joy, that we want on top of that. Right? So to me, it feels like we've got to get that bare minimum back. Things need to change for you. The difficulty is the Princess of Swords, and it might be that you've sort of sacrificed your energy for so long. And I don't like calling it a sacrifice, because that kind of, it implies, I think, inadvertently, I don't feel it means this, but it sort of implies that we'd rather not be doing it, The sacrifice is to make something sacred, right? And you're offering to this other person the work that you're doing, the sacrifices that you make. It is a sacred thing. But it implies that we somehow are doing it begrudgingly. That I don't want to be doing this, but I have to, and I'll go ahead and sacrifice myself to do this for somebody else. I don't feel like that's your attitude. I feel like you do it with love in your heart. Yeah. But I think you're also recognizing that someone's been taking advantage of that. That it's time now for you to get what you need, at least to get back to this bare minimum, and then to figure out what you need to really go above and beyond that. But the Princess of Swords is, we got to kind of learn how to live again. It's going to take some time for you to learn how to live for yourself a little bit. For you to learn how to kind of say no to people. For you to learn how to adjust the balances a little bit more even. Okay? I feel like you naturally want to give and say yes and care for people and nurture people. Maybe it's not people, maybe it's animals. I don't know, maybe you got like 10 cats or something, right? It's very easy for you to say yes. You're a very giving person. You want to do that for people. You want to take care of life. Yeah. So it's kind of a learning thing. We've got to learn how to be a little bit more firm. You've got that adjustment energy at the end here. We're learning how to be a little bit more vocal. You learn how to advocate for yourself so that you can create the balance. Now, we never did select the mystery card, did we? Let's do that now. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down over here. We're going to put Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and give us the confirmation. Go ahead and put your prediction down in the comments, whatever you think that's going to be. Okay, we're just about there, so we'll look at it in just a moment here. But see, looking around just at the major arcana, I think is very revealing. We have life and death and the balance between the two. Okay? And it's kind of like we've got to learn how to sort of give and take, how to live and how to kind of give our energy, right? How to keep it and how to kind of let others have it. How to build it up and how to kind of let go, right? We got the life and death, we got the balance in between. So it really feels like this is it's about a middle road, right? It's not about either extreme. It's not that we have that balance and it's either you're taking all of life for yourself and you're consuming every bit of energy, or you're giving it all away until you're nothing but bones, right? Life and death. And I feel like this is maybe how it feels. Maybe it feels as if you've been giving and giving and giving, that you're now sort of wasting away. So we've just got to bring the needle back to the middle a little bit, right? We don't have to go all the way to this side where we cut everybody off and you just take everything for yourself, right? But maybe that's part of it. Maybe you do have to do that a little bit, or for a little while, you know. I think it's going to be difficult. I think it's going to be emotionally difficult for you. Because as soon as someone starts to take a little bit of this energy back for themselves, other people are going to notice. If somebody is so used to you being there every minute of every day to give them what they need, as soon as you limit that even a little bit, as soon as you even start to close the tap, people are going to notice. Right? And I think that's going to affect you emotionally. And this other person, or whatever it is, knows how to kind of tug at your heartstrings. Knows that you're a very sensitive person, that you're a very compassionate person. Let's not make it easy for them, you know? As soon as you start to pull back even a little bit, they're going to notice, and they're going to react, and they're going to try to get that emotion stirred up in you. Make you feel bad or sad or something, or regretful, so that you go back and you open the tap back up and let it flow. Yeah. And we've seen it before. We've had other readings like this, maybe not for Cancer, but for other signs. We've seen things like that happen. We've had the confirmations that, yeah, as soon as you start to pull back, that's when people are going to really notice. And maybe that's a good thing, you know, because if you can sort of objectively assess their response, that's very revealing to you. So maybe some of this was you closing the tap a little bit to see how people react. Those people are going to say, hey, good for you, you know, let me know if I can help you with anything, you know. Like that's the Three of Cups. Those are the people that want to see you happy, that want to see you take some of this energy for yourself. But then there are going to be other people that say, how dare you, right? So maybe it's a good thing that we just pull back a little bit. See who reacts and how they react. Take note of it, you know. Let's take a look at the mystery card now. I would love to see the Chariot. I want to see things moving again. I want to see things kind of progressing. I want to see maybe a Six of Cups for you. Maybe another Empress card. Yeah, I think that would be pretty good. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. I'm thinking cups. Let's see. Hanged Man. Well, it is water energy, but it's the card of sacrifice and suffering, right? It's the card of that kind of says we voluntarily give up what we have for someone else's sake. And it feels like this is your energy. You know, that you do this. You have that kind of compassion, that you would give somebody all the food off your plate. Yeah, if they needed it. If you felt like they needed it. Or if they made you feel that they needed it. Right? So it's a position that we allow ourselves to be in. You know, nobody put you up here. You know, we put ourselves here. But it's possible to turn it around. It's possible to flip that on its head. Okay? And again, I think as soon as you do, people will notice. And what I believe that would feel like is it would feel as if once you start to pull back a little bit, it will feel as if somebody is trying to kind of tighten the rope. Someone's trying to keep you here in this self-sacrificing position, rather than see you kind of, stand up and take a break, get some rest, recover, recuperate, and enjoy yourself for a while. Enjoy your miracles. Okay. So I think this is a confirmation. And this is, it's a testament to your energy, to your compassion. It's also kind of showing you the work that needs to be done and the way that you can guide yourself forward to see really what's going on around you, with the people around you, the energies around you, who is really appreciating what you're doing for them and who's kind of taking advantage of it and taking it for granted. And who would really try to keep you in the hanged man position when you try to right yourself. Who's going to try to keep you here? That's what we need to be on the lookout for. All right. Now, we're going to do an extended reading, too. If you want to stick around, there should be a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Cancer every Tuesday and Friday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.